And hello, sleepies.
It's about time, bitch.
My name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
Rowena away. It's Joy.
What's going on here?
Just a whole lot of celebrity.
Pause for applause. Why, hello, and welcome to
What's the
Maple
maple
Tea?
tea?
Oh, why do you do that? Why
I
do
don't know if it worked or not. I never know. I said it at the same time as you.
you started saying it slower, and then the
No, I
T,
didn't.
and then you okay, anyway.
Okay, well, whatever. Tyffanie Morgan and I are currently like 5,000 kilometers apart. So, or whatever it is, 4,000 kilometers apart. So
And really, it could be a whole lot more.
it really should be. It really should be. So we really need distance in this relationship, Tiff. We really do. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're somewhere where the sun still shines.
The sun is still shining. Not very much, but it's shining past that very tall building right there. My name is Rowena Way.
And my name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
And you are listening to What's the Maple Tea, the live podcast broadcast where we talk about everything Canada's Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race, and Kingston Drag. And currently, only one of us is dragging themselves around Kingston.
Yeah, because you're just dragging yourself on the streets of some unnamed horse city of the world, some
Is
armpit
Vancouver an
city,
unnamed horse city?
some armpit city of the world.
Why did I just get... Oh, there we go. Now I'm so much brighter.
Now it's no, it's your camera's just adjusting for the light exposure.
It's because I drank some coffee.
Yeah, oh, yeah. You know what? Things might. I'm going to throw in our little banner. We do broadcast this live. We're currently 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's 5 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, it's really throwing me off, this whole time change. Is like I keep thinking that I want to talk to people, and then I'm like, no, it's people's bedtime. People are literally sleeping as I want to talk to them.
Even your people?
Honey, my people are old.
And that's why you love me. So we also have included for our live studio audience members out there. So this is Tyffanie Morgan, legend.
And I am Rowena Way, icon.
Yeah, legend.
Yes. Just dangling those in front of you. Yes. Yes. So we've been gone a couple weeks. We took a couple weeks off for Halloween and sanity. We didn't succeed in regaining our sanity, but we did take a couple weeks off for it.
Yeah, during those weeks though, we did get a special out because I feel like we need to
We did a special recording with the one and only Lady Boom Boom, which is now available on the mapletea.ca or everywhere that podcasts are found.
Yeah, I'm throwing that link right now into the feeds there. Lady Boom Boom from Canada's Drag Race season 3.
Season 3.
Sorry, I'm trying to do the calculations there.
She's like, I'm pretty sure I've watched 3 of them, but I was on drugs, so I don't remember 2 of them. So does it still count as 3?
We're not talking about Lady Boom Boom. We're talking about me, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
The light still keeps changing.
Yeah, just stop moving around. Stop moving around. There we go. It's just like, shooting a porno. Just don't move around. The lighting's good enough.
Oh, that's the bottom's job. Don't move around. Don't move around.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. So, what are we going to be talking about today, Rowena? We got
What
lots on the go here. So, we were just talking about Lady Boom Boom. We have a special with her.
we do. Lady Boom Boom is such a doll. She's so nice, so very sweet. And she reached out to us to record the podcast, which was the
Yeah.
first time for everything.
No, she was like, I heard you have a podcast. I thought and I think we have to thank our friend Isis Couture, winner of season 2,
Hmm.
for that because I think I think that's how Lady Boom Boom heard about it, right?
No, she was talking to our friends in Ottawa, but I don't think it was ISIS.
Oh, she was
Yeah,
talking to other friends in Ottawa
yeah,
about it.
other friends in Ottawa.
Oh. We got other friends in Ottawa? Rowena, my God. We have friends in Ottawa?
I know. We have friends in low places, and you
Ah!
can't get much lower than Ottawa.
They're politicians. What can we say? All right.
Hmm.
So there's
Side note, if you are watching us live, you can comment in the comments, just like this one person just did. When does Canada versus the world premiere? It premieres on November 18th. That is a Friday, November 18th on Crave. And we talked all about the cast during our last episode, and it was very excited for all of the Canadian talent, including winner Isis Couture.
La Pusetta.
La Pusetta!
Even
Pusetta!
even though we hear that she's like, I'm over this song. I don't want to ever sing it again.
She hated it before she ever had to perform it. She hated it before she ever had to perform it.
I may, yeah. And by the way, Rowena, I had no idea you had the ability to do that.
I do. I have the ability to do things. Yeah, I can put people's comments on the screen in order to show their mothers that they are finally a person.
Look, Mom, I'm a person. I'm a
Hey,
real
look,
live.
Ma, I made it.
We're gonna make it after all. So
That was
that
not the same
airs.
song, but yeah.
No, I
Okay.
know, I know. Well, that's the only make it. Yeah, there we go.
Apparently, I know Fall Out Boy, but you don't.
You gotta have a gimmick if you wanna get applause or a head.
A head. I do prefer a head. Hmm.
So we also have premiered like the first episode
Mhm.
of Call Me Mother.
Yes, which we'll chat about for a little bit today as well. And then some exciting announcements of things happening in Kingston coming up. So if you are local to Kingston or the surrounding area, you should stay tuned to the podcast today. Listen up, folks.
But we're already talking about Drag Race, Canada's Drag Race. So I want to do a little shout out.
Mhm.
Hey, Rowena, did you see that?
Did I see?
Did you see that applications for Canada's Drag Race season 4 have opened officially?
I did see that. In fact, a whole bunch of people sent it to me. They're like, "Hey, girl, look! Hey, look! Hey, look!" Um, right. Just suggestions. I don't know. I don't feel like I should apply. I really don't. I feel like I'm not going to apply this year.
Oh, stop pulling. I'm like, I'm trying to look at the camera so the audience can see my eyes, and I have to look down at yeah, that. Okay, whatever, girl.
I'm just, you know what?
Mm-mm.
I don't know what the confidentiality agreement state. I'm not telling anyone I'm applying. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't apply. I'm too good for it, really. Just I'll take over the world on my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
You do that. You do that.
Yeah.
All right. So Rowena is going batshit crazy. She thinks she can get her own CBC special like Rita McNeil.
Hey, I have a McLean's article all about me.
If I'm a coal miner's daughter. Yeah, what do you talk about all about you? It was about me, that
Right.
McLean's article.
Right. I forgot how delusion worked in this situation.
Like, hey, I have legend in my now official title that I've just made for myself.
Yep, and all that means is that you're older than me.
Oh! So where do you go? By the way, sorry, I'm side
Yeah,
conversation, Rowena.
side note.
Side note, because you like you and others have been calling me like well, first you were calling me Mother of Kingston and then Legend of Kingston. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm a legend. And then I started thinking about it today as I'm, shampooing my hair, trying to make sure
As
that
you're
it does
massaging your crown.
massaging my to keep the hair growing, because I am getting old. And but I was like, okay, so if I've reached legendary status at 43,
By the time you're 50, you'll be a myth.
a myth. Oh, legend and myth. And
Yeah.
then by the time I'm 60, I'm what? Uh
Hieroglyphic.
hieroglyph monolithic.
You could be a monolithic hieroglyphic.
Or Soylent Green. We really don't know at that point. In 20 years
Compost.
from now, 20 years from now, we don't really know.
No.
I could be your new Soylent Green can of spinach in 20 years from now. Who knows? Uh,
But so, yes, Canada's Drag Race Season 4 is now casting. They say that the deadline to hear back is December 30th, but they don't say what the deadline is to apply. So if you are thinking of applying, people, do it sooner rather than later. They start looking at applications the moment they come in. So just apply. And you know what? They're just looking for personality. So just be yourself.
so if we remember correctly, because they opened them like a year ago, I think almost.
Last
Um,
November 5th last year. So around the same time.
yeah. And they said, oh, we'll close applications by
January 5th. And then they moved it up a month.
yeah, they closed them within 3 weeks of
Yeah.
opening the applications, so get them in.
Get them in.
Get them in
I mean,
now.
I am currently 5,000 kilometers away from all of my drag, so I guess I can't apply. Oops.
Oopsie doopsies.
Oopsie doopsie.
Now, conspiracy theory, Rowena, conspiracy theory. Because I was talking to a friend of ours who has been watching Drag Race Italia.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And there's this conspiracy theory that they actually allowed people that they really, really wanted. They told them ahead of time to apply before the applications were officially open for everyone else. And remember that day that we had that blip, air quotes,
Yes.
where it was open for like an hour. I'm like, oh, conspiracy theory, conspiracy theory.
Some people have already applied, I think, maybe.
Mm.
Who do you think they want so badly to apply that they opened it once? Who across Canada?
Hillary, yes, of course. After her little glow up, her glow up that she just had.
After she essentially said that she wants to retire from drag.
I'm teasing. No, she just came out with a new YouTube video today, with her lips and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, I had the little glow up by Brooklyn
All
Heights
Stars.
glow up, All Stars glow up, yeah,
Yeah.
my All Stars glow up," which I thought was a hilarious fucking video.
For those of you who don't know, the application process for Canada's Drag Race is as follows. You have to submit a very long application form that asks you all about all of your likes, dislikes, worst enemies, best friends, your most embarrassing moments, all of the people you've slept with. You have to name them all. Yeah, it's very long. And then
are you getting confused with public health?
I did submit a public health form the other day.
Oh.
And then you have to submit a 60 to 90-second video answering 5 questions. Who are you and where you're from? How'd you get your drag name? Why should you be on Drag Race? And why do you want to be on Drag Race? Or why do you do drag or something? Something like that.
Which is really tough in 60 seconds or less.
It's very quick. Like, you don't realize, especially me, because I talk slowly generally. I have long pauses between what I say. I do things like this where I pause in between words, and it eats up a lot of time. So you really have to be like, do. Done.
And they don't want it edited, right? Because there was that
Raw.
drama.
They like it raw.
They want it as one take sort of thing. They don't want it like edited. Do
Mhm.
they? Was that the thing?
Well, so the second video is edited. The
Oh,
first
okay.
video is just supposed to be you showing your charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Oh, there's 2 videos.
Oh my god, if I were to do it to show my nerve, should I just like do it while hanging upside down from like a deadlift bar, like hanging from the ceiling in a gym over top of a pool of sharks with lasers on their head?
Yes.
That's nerve, right? Or stupidity.
One of those.
Okay.
One of those. Nerve. What is nerve? I don't know.
It do take nerve.
Nerve is that video that we posted.
Oh, with Dare to La Femme's ass.
No, not that one.
Oh.
That's called booty.
Booty, booty,
And
booty,
and
booty,
that
booty.
and that's called being banned from Instagram.
What video did we post?
No, nerve as in you and I being out in the country
Oh yeah, it do take nerve.
and going, and then you're like, "Oh, I need gas. Let's stop at this local corner shop that has like gas and ATV vehicles and people in camo, well, not camo, but like, country camo, whatever it is. And you can
The
hear the
type of people who
banjos.
drive their ATVs up to a gas station and they're only like 16 years old.
Yeah, you can hear banjos going. And we stop there, and then you're like, girl, go in there and get me a coffee and something to eat. And I'm like,
I was hangry. I was hangry and hungover.
and I was like, I'm in, and let's just full context. I'm in full drag, blue hair, and everything.
Full
And
drag.
as soon as I walk in the door, people are like, I love your hair. And I'm like, oh, thank you. They couldn't give a shit about you. Like
Nope.
even you were like, "Oh, do you sell Queen of Wheat? Oh yeah, you do sell Queen of Wheat. That's me." And I'm like,
And the girl
"Hi."
just ignored me.
And I'm like, "Hi, I'm here for this coffee and some sort of carbohydrate." And they're like, "Oh, I love you."
You have what they call charisma.
Charisma. And you have nerve for telling me to get the fuck
I
in there.
definitely have nerve. Unfortunately, neither of us have talent.
No, exactly. If you see my editing of that video, yeah, you'll see that there's no talent.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
hey!
Canada versus the world is also starting soon, as one of our commenters so correctly said. So that's November 18th, and I'm very excited to cheer on all the Canadians who will lose the competition.
Oh, God. What, you think they're all gonna lose?
I think that
It's all
given who's
rigged for
on
the
this season,
Americans?
it's rigged for the Americans. I also thought that the first one was rigged for the Americans. It very much was. With Monique and Juju, like Juju just slipped through the entire time. Monique deserved to be there, but yeah,
Not Juju. No, you're
not Juju,
absolutely,
not
yeah.
Juju. To answer your question, I'm currently in the delightful city of Vancouver. I went all the way across the country to escape Tyffanie Morgan for a week.
Yeah, and I can still smell her from here. My God.
I know. I really need to start wearing deodorant.
I'm refreshing my page here. So we have, I think this must be in alphabetical order.
Oh,
um,
all the participants. Anita
yeah,
Wiglet,
Anita Bacon, Isis Couture.
Kendall Gender,
Yeah, Raja O'Hara.
Silky Nutmeg Ganache.
You missed Rita Bega.
Oh, Rita Bega.
Stephanie Prince. Yay.
Yay. And Victoria Scone.
But you forgot Vanity Milan. Yay.
And Vanity Milan.
Okay, well, that page just died on me. So if you think it's rigged for the Americanos, you're thinking Silky's gonna win?
Silky or Raja, one of the two. It seems So they just came off of All Stars 7, and neither of them won. And or All Star 6? All Star 6.
Mm.
And they're just I mean, they could have chosen anyone, but they chose the 2 people who just made it very far in All Star 6. They were fan favorites, people wanted them to win, so they're just bringing them back again to give them another chance to win.
Well, people keep asking that because it seems like, especially for the Americans, if you are like there seems to be favorites for repeats,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Oh, Jujubee, like how many times like she even pops up in the other side ones there too, doesn't she? Like the singing ones and stuff. Or did she pop up in Thailand? I don't know. um but
She popped up in, the Queen of the Universe.
Queen of the Universe, yeah.
Yes.
So like they're multiple. Like these are like,
Mhm.
not just
It
once or twice. They're
it is a
like
global brand now.
Jujubee and now Silky Nutmeg Ganache. But
Yeah.
on the sidelines, like, is it just that all those other bitches have some sort of like they have some sort of like arrest warrants and they're not allowed to leave the country? Is it
Maybe.
because
Maybe.
that held back oh, what was her Lady Bunny, that held Lady Bunny back for years from leaving the US because she couldn't come to Canada because she
Mhm.
had a arrest warrant
I
for.
think that's why RuPaul doesn't come to Canada. I think RuPaul is probably wanted by, like, the RCMP for
What are you
something.
she goes to UK all the time.
No, I said Canada. I think maybe she's not allowed in Canada.
Not allowed in Canada?
This is my conspiracy theory. You have so many conspiracy theories. This is mine. I think that RuPaul is not allowed in Canada.
All right. Well, just like my conspiracy theories, I will just quietly accept it with a nod.
And just say, "That's right, darling. That's
That
right."
you don't say that to me.
I
You need
say
to
that in my head.
you need to say that more often.
Oh, okay. That's right, darling.
That's right,
That's right.
darling. Call me darling.
Yes.
There we go.
Um,
But, now that I have the title of legend,
legend.
you need to be like, "That's right, a legend, darling."
Oh, legend, darling.
Yes.
Darling legend. Darling, dear legend.
I think they would put the US girls through to the finale. I agree. But then give it to Anita or Victoria, maybe
I
Isis.
mean, if it's a lip sync SmackDown to the Crown, like, I feel like Raja will probably win. Um, but then again, I like Anita, Victoria won't. But if Isis made it, she could win. So you never know. You never know. RuPaul can't come to Canada because of tax evasion. Nah, probably. Um, I don't know if this is true or not, but Canada's Drag Race required a Canadian host in order to qualify for broadcasting. Oh, speaking of hosts, did you hear that this week on Drag Race UK, Michelle Visage is hosting?
Yes, I briefly saw that. I'm very confused.
Yeah, RuPaul couldn't be there for some reason. Maybe she didn't pass her COVID screening, but like Michelle is going to be hosting, which is insane. I can't wait. Maybe this is the future of Drag Race. Maybe down the line when RuPaul can't do it anymore, it'll be Michelle Visage's Drag Race, like RuPaul's Drag Race, by hosted by Michelle Visage.
We all know secretly she ran the this.
We all know that Michelle had a test tube with COVID in it, gave it to RuPaul without her knowing, so that she could host. Yeah, yeah.
Um, well, it must be something else. Like, like these are being filmed one after another. Like,
It's like
did
every
you?
2 days, every 3 days. Yeah,
Yeah. So what? Like, was she just exposed or something? I don't know.
maybe.
BBC does have some pretty strict COVID measures, I would
Hmm.
say. It's so cute because sorry, side tangent. I love and watch these programs from the BBC, Gardener's World, and they film in people's gardens. And for like an entire year, it was all automated machines, like in the garden. So
Oh.
they had like tripods with cameras that could swivel around and zoom and blah blah blah. And literally, the gardener, who's the host, was alone in his garden with all these, and he's just like with the earbud. He's like, "Which camera do I look at? Oh, okay, that one."
Oh. It feels
Like
like
they're
recording
strict.
a drag show during COVID.
Shut up. I did better than that. I at least gave you someone to look at.
This is true. This is true. Yeah.
But yeah, a Canadian host. I don't know about a Canadian host.
Are there
Uh,
any other Canadian shows that have American hosts?
Probably the real reason is they couldn't afford.
They couldn't afford RuPaul.
They couldn't afford her. She's like, base minimum is this much, and then
Probably
they're like,
true. They're like, nope, we are going to cheap out and we're going to get judges that no one's ever heard of before.
"You didn't hear about Brooklyn Heights before Brooklyn Heights." Well,
I'm
that's
talking
different.
about the other two.
The current ones, yes. Bring back Stacy.
Bring back Stacey and Mackenzie. Bring back JBC. He was more fun than these two.
Oh my God, that's true.
I want my junior bacon cheeseburger back, but this time I want him to be a fully realized cheeseburger. I
Yeah,
want him to be a quarter pounder with cheese and bacon.
I kind of feel bad for everything I said about him in the first season. Go check back our past episodes on
Mhm.
going to themapletea.ca.
Yeah, if
The
you haven't
Maple Tea.
watched the first couple seasons of Drag Race, like you should go back and watch them and then listen to us talk about them.
You're on
And
Crave.
they're on Crave. You can watch them. So, what else are we talking about today? We're talking about Call Me Mother.
Yes, call me mother.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I think we need to give our listening audience what the hell is call me mother, because I do find myself, if I sit down at a table at a drag show and I'm like, "Oh, have
Mhm.
you seen Call Me Mother?"
People are
Half
like,
the table
what?
knows, the other half don't know.
So, Call Me Mother is a Canadian produced and directed and paid for TV show on Out TV. It is filmed up in North Bay, North Bay,
Ontario.
in Ontario, and it is a family-based drag show. So it's about mothers of houses of drag who adopt performers, not just drag queens, but drag performers into their houses. And then they help to nurture their drag and slowly eliminate them from their houses, just like real families. Nurturing until we don't want you anymore.
And then we don't get the check anymore from the government and we toss you
Mm,
out.
yeah, it's very important. The money. It's all about the money.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
season, though, they were cruel on episode 1. That was so cruel. They invited 15 performers, and the 3 mothers each only got to choose 4 performers. So 3 people were only there for 1 day. They had to put together their package, which probably cost them thousands, and were only there for 1 day. They got to show 1 look.
Hmm. Yeah, that was definitely for the drama, right?
Mhm.
I was
And they're
definitely
sending 2 more home this week.
what?
Sending 2 more contestants home this week. It's
Uh,
like they're ruling out everyone so Michaela Couture can win.
Shh. Yeah, we all think that she's going to win, don't we?
We do, we do.
Um,
She's so lovable and
I
talented.
yeah, I'm a little like, I don't know how that's gonna work, because when you have that last name that won in a different franchise,
Mm.
like, do you
Well,
like
now her name is, Michaela Couture Dulcet because she got adopted into the house of Dulcet.
oh, are they gonna do that?
Well, no, I'm just saying that.
Oh, okay. That's a very East Coast thing. That's a very East Coast thing. Oh, Norman, bring back Newfoundland.
Yeah, he said that he was gonna show Hole on the season if he made it, but he didn't, and therefore we've been deprived of Newfoundland's Hole, and I'm sad.
Yeah, and I keep getting Newfoundland mixed up with Fuzzy Peach guy or whatever it is.
Fuzzy Peach.
Who's the guy who one of the co-owners of that barn out in the county.
Oh, yes, Jamie. James out in the county.
James and the Giant Peach. Yes,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, I don't know why I get Newfoundland and James and the Giant Peach mixed up in
because
my
they were
head.
both part of Boylesque.
Boylesque, yes.
Boylesque.
Boylesque.
Yeah.
Boylesque.
Newfoundland, just so if you haven't been watching it, is a burlesque performer, not male, not female, kind of somewhere in between, from Newfoundland, obviously.
Did he have much of an accent? He lost his accent living in
He really doesn't
Ontario.
have much of an accent, no.
Yeah, probably we need to get him a little tipsy, and then we'll hear the accent
Mhm.
come back out.
And yes, Newfoundland is very dreamy, and very nice, very nice person.
Yeah, yeah. Who else went home? So Newfoundland, who
Champagne went home, and she is from Alberta. I'd never heard of her before, so
yeah,
uh,
Champagne. Um
and
oh,
the
it
and
says
King
it
Chella.
says she was from Toronto though in here.
Oh,
Champagne from Toronto.
and King Chella from Brighton,
Ajax, it says.
Ajax. I didn't know Ajax had drag, so there's that.
Um
Why have I
where
not performed in Ajax?
where is Ajax again?
Ajax is in between Port Hope and Oshawa. No, it's in between Oshawa and Toronto.
You know, there was a rough and tumble kind of drag, sorry, not drag, but gay bar in Ajax, if I remember correctly.
Rough and tumble. Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, because it literally kind of looked like a biker bar on the outside.
You know what I
I think it
want?
was near the 401 too.
I want a biker bar, but only for cyclists.
Oh my gosh.
We'll call it Wheelin' and Dealin'.
Oh. Oh, and you're gonna sell some pot in the back. There we go. There
Oh
we
yeah,
go. Oh my
Wheelin'
gosh.
and Dealin'.
I should have. Bird, shut the fuck up. Okay, anyway, I should
Tiffany
have got
Morgan has a peanut gallery in her background. Side
yeah.
note, my name is Rowena Way.
M
Icon.
throw it away, comma, icon. And my name is Miss Tiffany Morgan, comma, legend.
Oh, she did the emphasis. Legend.
Emphasis.
Emphasis. Whereas I am an icon.
Okay, Raja.
I know,
Okay,
right?
Raja.
Thank you for getting my reference. Thank you for getting my reference.
It took me about half an hour into the program, so.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we've been watching Call Me Mother, but it's only been one episode, so really don't have much to say. It seemed to go by very quickly. It was very quick talents, very quick runways, done.
You know, it looked like they all bonded very quickly. I think it was all literally one day, it
It was
feels
one day.
like. It feels like it was like they literally did their little out of the car,
Hmm.
walked into the studio, and then they're like, "Hey, you're together. Now, 3 of you are going home."
Yeah, basically. The House of Rejects. I don't know. Uh, was that mean? That might have been
Wow.
mean.
Yeah, well, anyway, someone
Yeah.
could cancel you, I'm sure, if they cut that bit out,
I.
but
You know what? I. I'm sure if someone wanted to cancel me, they could because I say a lot of things. Uh, because I just run my mouth without a filter. But like, why would you? I'm such a good person.
shitballs. Just throw some swearing in there. There we go. I'm such a good person. Jazz hands, jazz hands. Razzle dazzle them.
Deaf people clapping.
All right. What else? So call me. What
Uh,
else can we say about Call Me Mother though? Like I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm really
Uh,
looking forward to it. I'm very excited. Oh, I want to make an edit. So the last time we did this episode, I made a mistake and said that Cyril Cinder was a judge, and that's wrong. It's Landon Cider. I made a slip of the tongue, teeth of the lips. So it is Landon Cider who will be a gunkle.
oh, do you mean
Gunkle.
the aunties and then the uncle?
Aunties and gunkle.
Yeah,
So
because we
I'm
haven't met
very
those yet. We haven't met
yeah,
those yet.
not yet. So I'm very happy that just in a bit, stayed because I really want him to meet the Gunkle Land Insider. I feel like that'll be a very special moment.
Well, having drag queens, drag kings, drag artists,
Drag, drag, just all of drag.
all drag, and there's a lot of young ones.
They're
Um,
starting them young nowadays.
like a lot of them just brand new into the scene.
Hmm.
And was there an older one? I feel like there was
There was, yeah, Pepper. Pepper is over 40 years old.
Pepper. Yeah,
She's from Edmonton.
she's from Edmonton. Okay,
Hmm.
okay.
She
So,
started after I left, though.
oh really?
Yeah,
So she's 40, but she was a
she
late
started late.
bloomer.
She's a late bloomer.
Oh, it says she's 45.
She's even older than you.
I know.
Does that make you feel young?
No, because she looks younger than me.
Hmm.
Like, I need the youth.
Yeah. You know
Um,
what? Sound off in the chats. If you could see anybody, doesn't have to be from Kingston, anybody across Canada on Canada's Drag Race season 4, who would it be? Obviously, both of us, but don't say us. Say
uh,
say other people.
well, it's so cute because you may have had dozens of people saying, "Oh, you need to apply." I had one person, and
Oh.
I was like, "Oh, that is so sweet of you." But I've said it before on this program that I have no intention on ever applying for that. I'm very confident. I'm very confident in where I am, and that and besides, that's not the direction I want to go into. I
Well,
don't
and
want.
side note, if I get on, then who's gonna like take over all of the shows that I can no longer do?
I know
Hmm.
exactly. Just
Yep. Just go away,
Uh,
Rowena.
yeah,
Leave.
yeah, yeah. No, we've had this heart to heart, and I'm like,
Hmm.
eventually, I know you're gonna just become big and famous, and you'll be booking, cross Canada tours and stuff like that, and I'll just be like, I'll just take over Kingston again, thank you. Uh,
She
not
was
that I
like, "Do you
lost
remember
it.
that? Do you remember that era where that bitch came in and took all my gigs? I'm so glad she's gone now."
But Norman's mentioned Sunshine Glitter Child, which is like who's
Mhm.
got a really good presence in Ottawa there.
She does. She does. I think she has a lot of talent, a lot of uniqueness. I think she'd be good if she
Now,
applies.
also from Ottawa, Devona Coe.
Yes, who we know is going to apply now that she's doing drag full time, and she would be someone who would do very well as well.
Sunshine Glitter Child does drag full time as well now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
I could do drag full time if I wanted to, but I don't. Not right now, at least.
mm-hmm,
If I get
mm-hmm.
on, if I were to, for some reason, accidentally apply for season 4 and get on by a slip of the wrist, hmm, maybe we'll see.
The rest? What?
Yeah,
Oh, that. Oh, yes.
yeah,
There we go.
yeah.
Uh,
So other things. Very exciting news just got announced yesterday about something happening in Kingston.
like what?
I feel like we just heard that. I feel like we just heard that Giselle Lullaby would be coming to Kingston.
And who is this Giselle Lullaby?
I feel like I recall something about her beating Jada Shada Hudson for the crown.
The crown of what, Rowena?
The crown of Canada's Drag Race season 3.
Yes, Giselle Lullaby, first Quebecois drag artist, winner of season 3 Canada's Drag Race. It's all about that hair, girl. That hair in that last performance. Oh, what's going on here?
I made a mistake. I thought it
Oh,
would do it as me, but it did it as you. So that's fine. Yes, that hair, that hair.
I have to turn your commenting off.
I like how I did the same happy face, but on like your Twitch, it shows up as a little alien mask.
Yeah, that's just Twitch. Twitch does weird things. Yeah.
Side note, you can watch us live on Twitch as well.
Yeah, yeah. Twitch at Tiffany Morgan. You can. I think you can even message on Rowena Way's Facebook page. Are
You
we?
can now, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So I maybe need to change the bottom bit, or maybe not. I don't.
Mhm.
I might just not give a shit about that. But yeah, Giselle Lullaby. Oh my god, who like? Oh my gosh, she really needed she stop doing Rowena. Rowena, focus. Focus. Stop
You were
changing
talking, I was
the
allowing you to
settings.
talk.
Stop changing the settings. All right. So, which amazing. She is a star. We knew that she was a winner to begin with. God
Mhm.
bless her. She
Mhm.
gets a
Preach, yes.
$100,000. She's already used it.
To go to Australia.
Uh, yeah, she was down in Australia recently, wasn't she?
Mhm.
But she
She
also
and
has
Jimbo in Brooklyn and
an album out. Like
50K for a verse, no album out, but my body's so tall that my body gotta climb it. Hotter than a Middle Eastern climate, ain't it?
is that her song?
No, that's Nicki Minaj.
Oh, okay. Do you think she's gonna sing like one of her do we have to prepare for her live singing and stuff in January?
I hope not.
I hope because that we did that for Priyanka, and that's a lot more work than what we're normally
Well,
used
you don't
to.
have to do the audio. It's not you doing the audio, remember?
Oh, shitballs, that's right. It's at the
Yeah.
Ale
It's
House.
gonna be at the Ale House on January 11th, and tickets go on sale this Friday. This
Wait,
Friday.
girl, that's a great venue. They do live all there all the time. So
Mhm.
perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Maybe I'll sing one of her songs.
No. If you wanna see you get canceled.
I'll sing Priyanka's music for Giselle. Oh my god. Oh my god. I will only perform Priyanka and Isis. I'll perform their songs. I'll perform La Puseta and Come Through. There we go.
We're coming on
Done.
through, coming around through, come for you.
Don't
Do,
go
do, do,
you.
do, do,
Do,
do.
do, do, do. Yeah.
Oh my god, can I do the lemon bit?
Yes, you can. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. This is
Yes!
happening. This is gonna happen at a future show. I'm very excited. So Giselle Lullaby is coming January 11th.
And
Very
tickets
exciting.
are tickets available now?
No, Friday. Tickets are available
Friday.
Friday.
Tickets will be available Friday. But there are still tickets available for this show in November with for you.
Yes, yes. November 26th. It's over 50% sold already. So if you don't have tickets, get them now to see Bombay.
I love Bombay.
Oh, she's a doll. She's so
Oh,
much fun.
I know, I know. It's like she like when we started doing some of this live stuff, right? Like at the beginning of
Hmm.
COVID, she had already been doing it for
Oh, yeah.
forever and a day. And oh my god, like amazing, amazing. And she still does live stuff online.
Yes, she does.
Um
Yes, she does. She also
yeah.
does live stuff in person.
Really? I had no idea you do live stuff in
Yes.
person.
Yes. I love this meme. The meme, like, yes. So Bombay is coming to Spearhead Brewing Company on Saturday, November 26th. So you can get those tickets on my website,
Are
rowenaway.com.
you gonna try to how dare I am gonna change those settings and get rid of your administrative permissions. That's
But
it. That's
but
it.
of course, you can go and check out
Always
all of our shows on dragshow.ca.
dragshow.ca because they're all listed there too, including my YGK Thrift charity show on the
Yes,
17th of
yes. I
November.
have to apologize to Sherry Ann Hex because I shared my list of shows that I'm doing in November, and I left off the Broadway show at the Grad Club. I forgot to include it on my list, so it's,
Well, that's definitely on dragshow.ca.
it is on dragshow.ca. It was
And
just
that's what
I made a mistake.
the 23rd.
24th,
I'm like I had to go
23rd.
to dragshow.ca right
No,
now.
23rd. You're right. 23rd.
Okay.
23rd.
Woo! Because I am DJing that for her.
It's honestly that week I perform on the 23rd, the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, and then I leave for Halifax.
And the December 10th holiday spice, which may have more performers. There's so many performers wanting to volunteer their time and do that. And I have to tell them that it's a volunteer situation. Anyway,
I'm not one of them.
you're not one of them.
I'm not one of them.
It's your birthday that weekend, though,
It
I
is my birthday
believe.
that weekend.
Yeah.
I may or may not be attending the show and getting completely smashed and then recovering the next day. So
Well, it is Christmas time, so
that's how you celebrate Christmas,
that's
right?
how you celebrate Christmas, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Tiff, I've enjoyed our little chat today. It's so nice to not be completely apart from you while I am so far, far away.
Exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. Yeah.
But where can they find you next? When is your next show?
So my next show is YGK Thrift on November 17th, but you won't get this podcast
Uh,
before this, but I'll be helping Lilith Kane do the DJing for tomorrow's night's
oh, the open stage at the
open
Drag Club.
stage at the Grad Club.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I am in Vancouver and therefore cannot host it. But I will
Yeah.
be back in December.
Yeah, yeah. So November 17th, your show, the 26th, and then November 10th. And as far as I know, that's the only ones that I'm doing.
And I will
Oh,
be
and
back.
then bingo, maybe.
Oh, and bingo, yes. I will be back in Kingston for the week of the 14th because I'm taking a week off after I come back from Vancouver, which is very exciting for me. And my next show is Thursday, the 17th at the Royal Tavern. I'll be doing a show there. As well, I have a paint night with Dare de la Femme on Friday, November 18th. And then the following week, I have 5 shows in a row. So lots of stuff. Go to dragshow.ca.
Yeah, yeah, your paint night. Sorry, I'm gonna just be a little practical here. Did you put it into your events? Because I don't have an event for it in drag show yet. Just
It
yet.
only just got uploaded today, so it's
Oh, okay.
now available as of today.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I'll find it and I'll post it.
And Giselle Lullaby tickets go on sale Friday. There will be an early bird ticket price, so get your tickets early to avoid, inflation.
Which is going through the roof. Through the roof.
Why did the ticket price just jumped 100%? Wow, inflation's bad this year.
Exactly, exactly.
Mhm.
And my tickets for the December 10th fundraiser show for the Partners in Mission Food Bank, those will be going on sale very shortly too. So
Excellent, excellent.
yeah.
Everything's on sale. Get people Christmas presents of drag show tickets. Oh, speaking of Christmas
Ooh, all
presents,
I want for
speaking of Christmas presents,
Christmas.
Tiffany, what are we doing that people can buy for Christmas?
Do we want to talk about this? Because
I'd be
I keep worrying that something's gonna like fall through. Something's gonna
No, I
like
think we should
fall
talk about it.
apart.
So we are releasing a Kingston drag calendar for 2023, and it will feature Tiffany Morgan, legend, and Rowena Way, icon, amongst some other local drag performers. And that will be available sometime in November. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out at local shows and online for
Yeah,
that release.
we're gonna sell it at local shows and online through Rowena Way's website,
Mhm.
rowenaway.com.
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 Hmm.
And I'm sure I'll have links from Drag Show and from Tiffany.com and all that
I'm
kind of
sure.
stuff. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that was a fun, and that was, us going out to the country. Oh my God, is this a full 360?
That's why we went out to the country where Tiffany Morgan filmed that video where we showed that we had nerve. And with that, my name is Rowena Way, icon.
You can find Rowena Way at rowenaway.com. That's ROWENAWHEY.com.
I'm going to have to change my website to rowenaway/icon.com.
No, don't. Just buy rowenaway.icon for $500 and
Oh,
redirect
yes,
it back to
exactly,
.com. That's all you have
exactly.
to do.
Yep.
And my name is Miss Tiffany Morgan. You can find me on Tyffanie.com, Tyffanie.com. Yes, I own that goddamn
Yes,
motherfucking website.
yes.
Yes, I
I
do.
also own rowenaway.com, leave me alone. And so on and so forth. You can find all of our local shows at dragshow.ca, dragshow.ca. Thank you all so much. Will we be back next week? We will not be back next week.
We'll be back when we see you
We'll
next.
be back when you see us post about this again. In the meantime, go listen to our podcast, Lady Boom Boom, themapletea.ca, or anywhere podcasts are found.
Exactly. Themapletea.ca. Themapletea.ca. Themapletea.ca.
Themapletea.ca.
All right. Bye-bye,
Bye.
Snappies. Mwah.